This morning, we're hopefully helping you out with one of your New Year's resolutions. Quite a few people this time of year are making an effort to improve their health or get more on a weight loss track, and we might just have the thing for you. How many times have we tried diets that have been unsuccessful, or have, made the promise to ourselves we're going to make better decisions?
It's not an easy thing to do.
Sometimes you need some guidance, and we're going to introduce you now to Judd Hardcastle. He's GSM of Profile by Sanford, as well as Brittany Lang, who is a coach. And good morning, guys.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us, what is Profile by Sanford?
So Profile by Sanford, so we are a program that we're actually a subsidiary of Sanford Health, which is based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So this program was designed by their physicians and dietitians. And so Profile by Sanford is here in Clive, so right next to Granite City, the West Des Moines, Clive area.
Okay.
And so, you talk about, the new year, and everybody has, new goals that they want to do. And so a lot of ways that we are different from the other programs that are out there. So my position, we partner with big, small, medium-sized companies, and we have employer partnerships where they get a discounted rate for their employers. But then on the flip side, we also partner with physician groups as well. And so we actually have protocols. Everybody's different. Everyone's got different metabolic issues that are going on.
Right.
And so we are the only ones out there that actually have protocols for your type 1 diabetic, type 2 diabetic, kidney disease, heart disease, atrial fib. We have a mom's protocol. We have a teen protocol. So we really encompass
How about
the whole.
someone that's really busy and doesn't sleep a whole lot protocol?
Yeah. So with that being said, when you have the medical backing from Sanford Health, it was designed by their physicians and dietitians. So that's why we have all the physician referrals that we get from all the different physician and hospital groups here in the Des Moines area will refer patients over to us, and Deb's going to give us a success story later. So she goes to Iowa Diabetes Endocrinology Group, and she has a really good success story with her diabetes issue. So
my family has dealt with this issue, overweightness, my entire life, and what they have found recently is that it is not just diet, it is lifestyle. It's a whole change, top to bottom, and it sounds like that's what you really guys focus on.
Yeah, and that's exactly, and really what we focus on is three things. So it's nutrition, activity, and lifestyle. So I think if we all really want to drop weight, we can eat products out of the box. We drop our weight, but then how do you sustain it? We go to our physicians and they'll tell us, well, you need to eat a more balanced diet, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables, drink more water. Well, what does that mean? So we're here to hold their hand all the way through that whole process, so that once they get to that sustained phase or goal weight. And so Brittany's one of our coaches.
I was going to say, Brittany, tell us, what does it mean to be a profile coach with this program?
So just like you said, we do nutrition, activity, and lifestyle. So we make goals that are tailored to their goals and help them with their journey for weight loss. So we're there for support, we're there for everything, and see them weekly. And we make sure that they have the medically based meal plans that are going to make them successful with their weight loss.
What's the biggest downfall? Why do we get so excited at the new year and we're like, we're going to do this, I'm going to change my life, but then January 6th it falls apart?
I think it's not looking at it as a diet, as a healthy lifestyle change, and that's what we can really help with, those healthy lifestyle habits that need to be formed to maintain that weight loss, and we kind of help with that.
And now this is interesting. We're looking up on the screen here now, the reduce, the adapt, and the sustain phase. Talk about that. What is that?
So the reduce phase is where you're trying to lose weight. And there is an aggressive plan. It's called a ketosis state plan. You lose 2 to 5 pounds per week. So if you follow, you're going to see the results. And us coaches are there to motivate you every single day. So
is that pretty regular for most people? I know you're trying to hit people that have specific needs, whether they have diabetes or a mom, a teenager. Is that pretty normal for everyone in those different categories to
Yes, there's two different plans. The aggressive is 2 to 5 pounds per week. There is a more balanced plan, so it depends on if there are different diabetes, that kind of stuff. There's more grocery items that can help accommodate to that. You still lose 1 to 2 pounds per week.
Now we hear one of the biggest parts of becoming healthier or losing weight is the diet part. So I love that you're hitting that hardcore and helping people with that. What about the exercise portion?
Exercise, it kind of depends on if you already come in active, very active, we will go on a more grocery item too and make sure you have enough fuel for your workouts. So we got the plan for you. If not, if you're not active yet, we do have more of an aggressive plan too, if that's okay with all the medications that you're currently on. So it kind of just depends on the individual. people, and we'll make sure you're getting enough foods for you.
And you know, you mentioned something that's interesting. You said you're there every step of the way to really help with the support. It's it's one of the key elements, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And all of us coaches kind of have our own background in education, then are trained through Sanford Health in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we're also passionate about what we do, and we're there really to help you with every obstacle.
So you're talking about how you stand apart from everybody else because you do specifically work for people's needs. Do you? Is this for everybody, or do you need to be a special need person that has a diabetic issue or something like that?
You know, it's for everybody. It's someone who's trying to lose that last 10 pounds sometimes, as they always say.
Is there a limit? Are we talking
so
about a severe obese or just people losing 5 to 10 pounds? I mean, who does this
everywhere
fit?
and in between.
Okay.
Everyone in between, whatever their goals are. And so, and the ways that we're different would be, so Brittany talked about the reduced phase, the first phase, and that's the phase where you're on most of the profile products. And then once you get closer to your weight goal, where we're different is that we start taking those profile products out, and then we add grocery foods in. We add a little bit of activity in that middle stage in the adapt phase. And then once you reach your goal weight, all the profile products are out, all grocery foods are in. So real world, real food, real scenario. So so Brittany, you're going to meet with our coaches once a week. So the membership is once a week, every week for the whole year. Okay. Also included in that. So each one of those phases too, I should back up a second. So 64 ounces of water, 4 cups of vegetables. So that's, again, lifestyle. That's what we should be having. A lot of times that's difficult for people, but that's what we want to start incorporate into their lifestyle.
Right.
And so this is our SMART scale.
The fun scale.
So this is the accountability factor that comes into it.
Is that a big part of it as well? Is holding yourself accountable?
Accountability, and and just having that relationship with your coach and meeting with them every single week. If you have something coming up, I have a rehearsal dinner that I have to go to a dinner at this particular restaurant. What can I have? So our coaches will look up for them what they can have at that restaurant.
Oh, I love it.
We have a lot of corporate members where they travel 2, 3, 4 days a week. And so our coaches will look up if they have a dinner meeting, if they have to take a client out, what they can have at that restaurant, so there's no falling off. And that's typically where we fall off, is when it is away from home.
And after the break, we're going to chat with one of your members. But before we do that, you got a special running this month.
Yep. So
I was going to say, this all sounds wonderful, but let's get down to the price.
So so the price, so this month we have a special, so that is $99, and this is the 1-year membership, which includes 1 year membership. So that includes the once-a-week coaching with your coach. And coaching can be one-on-one, face-to-face, or it can be virtual. So probably 35 to 40% of our members will do virtual coaching sessions over the phone, just because life gets in the way, and kids and schedules and everything.
You can do it in the car.
But as far as the accountability goes, so we talked about hydration levels. We talked about 64 ounces of water. So this is going to measure your hydration levels, body weight, obviously, muscle mass, lean muscle mass, body fat. So this comes with the wireless bridge. When you hop on this at home,
it measures what?
A lot of stuff.
All those things. All those things.
How many cockney tails you had left?
So when you hop on this at home, it comes with the wireless bridge. So it's automatically uploaded to your personal profile page. So you can log on the internet, you can get on your smartphone app, you can monitor your progress, but more importantly,
So can your
it's uploaded to your coach. So before you come in for your appointment,
You can't cheat this bad boy.
and that's the accountability. And Deb will get into that. So that's so more
So is
importantly.
our coach calling us saying, "Hey, I see what you did last night."
So
Big red
before
light
that
comes
member
up.
even comes in for their appointment that week, Brittany already has all the parameters pulled up,
Everything
knows
ready
what
to
adjustments
go.
need to be made. It's simple, it's effective, and it's sustainable.
And that's what it comes down to. A nice lifestyle coach that's going to help guide and say, hey, you know what? You stepped off, let's step back on. It's fantastic.
Have we intrigued you folks? Well, stay tuned. We're going to be talking more about Profile by Sanford by talking about a success story about a lady who went through it and the big change in her life. That's all coming up next right here on Great Day on KCWI. Thank you, guys.
We're talking with the Profiles by Sanford folks, and this is Deb. Now, why don't you give us some background, Jackie, where we're at?
All right, so we're continuing on our discussion because a lot of people this time of year we're making New Year's resolutions. A lot of that, almost everybody, has something to do with becoming healthier or losing weight. But not everybody does it in the most healthy way. But we're giving you an option this morning with Profile by Sanford. So we want to welcome now Deb Ostrom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And you're kind of a success story that they want to talk about.
I am one of their one of their premier people. I would say I joined last February, actually, because I have diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and I had gotten to the point where I was just very, very worried about my health. You know, I love to travel internationally and things like that, And it gets a little harder, you know, you can't carry your luggage up those stairs, you know, from the subways out there and different things like that. And so I heard an ad for Profile on the radio on KIOA.
Okay.
And, you know, I thought, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to do this. And basically, that's the issue, was for my health more than anything else.
And type 2 is adult onset, which is interesting.
Right.
And you know, it's fascinating learning stories like this because it actually has improved your medicine intake.
Yes.
For your diabetes.
Yes.
This is a huge takeaway. Talk about this.
It really is. Well, when I started on Profile, I was taking 5 metformin tablets a day. I was taking Januvia, which is another, and I was taking insulin. So. Yeah, there's my picture.
That has to make you feel good. And we just want to tout your success here a little bit. You've lost 60 pounds.
So far, yeah.
Less than a year. Now, you said you still have a little bit further
Yep,
you
about
want to go.
25 more pounds to go.
But that's pretty, in less than a year, 60 pounds.
Yes, yes.
Now, there are a million programs out there when it comes to weight loss.
That's true, and I've tried most of them.
As most of us have.
Yes.
Why this one? Why did you go for Profile? What made you want to go to this one, and why do you think it was successful?
Well, I have a lot of knowledge about diabetes. It doesn't mean I listen to my own advice, that I know how to do it. So I knew the fact that this was a high-protein, low-carb diet, which is perfect for diabetics.
Okay.
And I started it actually without talking to my doctors about it. But because I was on insulin, I had to start on just the main part. I couldn't do the first advanced, you know, the really weight loss part. So I had to start at what's
balance.
The balance plan, yes. So I had to start at the balance plan. But the first week, I lost like 12 pounds. So I
Holy
did.
cow.
I know,
And that
it was
gives you
really
encouragement.
great.
But let's get right down to it.
does.
Are you starving, or did you get moody? You know, all the things that we go to when we try to do those.
Not at all.
Diets.
Not at all, because you actually eat so many times a day. I mean, you know, and it's important, very important in the morning to have your breakfast, no doubt about that. But I would have breakfast and then a snack and then lunch and then a snack and then dinner and then a snack. So it was like you eat every 2 hours, which is also something you read all the time about how to do it. So all the shakes have at least 15 grams of protein in them, and they're very low carbs. And so I was able to really be successful. I wasn't hungry. And even for the first 3 months, I wasn't able to exercise because I had a job that kept me at my desk for probably 18 hours a day doing income taxes. But
Oh, bless your heart.
I know. So I wasn't even able to exercise, and I lost an average of about 10 pounds a month for the first few months.
Just by eating better.
Right. And then I was able to, after 4 months on the program, I'd lost about 40 pounds, and I was able to go totally off my insulin. I was able to, when I went to the doctor, she was so thrilled at Dr. Singaram at Iowa Diabetes and Endocrinology. And so she cut down she told me I didn't have to take the Januvia.
What were you on again, and what did it come down to?
Yeah, it was 5 tablets of metformin, which is a pretty common diabetic medicine, then Januvia, which was meant to kind of help boost it, and then I was on insulin too. So I was able to go off the insulin, the Januvia, and 3 of my metformin tablets. So I only take 2 tablets a day for that.
Wow.
But the weight loss then also helped me to also have my blood pressure medicine, have my cholesterol medicine too. So now I just take 3 or 4 pills a day compared to the dozen that I was taking before.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, and it's all because of weight loss. I know they say that, isn't it amazing? You know, that's what it really takes is losing the weight to be able to get off some of this medicines. But my doctor said that I was very unusual at an older age to be able to reduce the medicine. And since then, she has been in touch with. I put her in touch with Judd, and she has referred many people to Profile, too.
Brittany, what are some of the challenges that you see people first coming to you? What are the challenges that you see of people really wanting to get into this program?
I think a lot of it is accountability, because you always have events in your life, right? Holidays just got over. There's always birthday parties, dinners out. I think it's just getting everything organized and figuring what's the most important thing to you. Do you want this for yourself? And we can help you with all those obstacles too. So I think it's just letting some things get in the way and being able to find obstacles or how to overcome those, and that's what we help with.
Did it help to have a coach?
Yes.
Or did they bug you? Were you like, oh, I gotta tell them what I did this week?
No, my coach was Erin, and but I have seen Brittany too when Erin wasn't available. But you know, all the coaches that I've met out at Profile are so supportive and non-judgmental. You know, I mean, you come in there and you weigh an awful lot, and they are nothing but supportive toward you. And it's a one-on-one meeting that you have with them. And the neatest part, like Judd said, is the scale. It is so neat to be able to weigh at home in the morning. Anybody that's lost, you know, been on diets or whatever their whole life know that when you have to go weigh in public, you know, you can't eat anything, you can't drink anything, you wear the lightest clothes you can to try. Those are anybody that's out there, they know what I'm talking about.
They know what you're talking about.
But so you weigh at home, you know, first thing in the morning, and then you just go on your day, and it's very, very, very easy to follow. I felt that it was very easy, and I have personally referred, I think, over a dozen people to Profile to start, and most everybody's been very, very successful.
I was going to say, you can see that you're excited talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great program. I do tell everybody about it.
We want to congratulate you on your amazing success and with your health. That's absolutely fabulous. We need to wrap up, Brittany. Remind us again, there's a special going on right now, and what does that all include?
It's $99 for a year membership with us, so that's coaching and a scale and bridge, and then you just pay for the amount of products that are in your plan each week. And if you ever want to come learn more and see where we're at, we're in Clive by Granite City, and we have actual orientations at 5:30 on Tuesday and Thursday nights. So we'd love to have you there.
And the only additional cost would be if you're paying for your shakes or things like that.
Protein bars and shakes.
And you're saying that's maybe like $11 a day.
Yes.
Which would be what you would need for food anyway on a regular basis.
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you're able to have some success with your New Year's resolutions, and you can do that with a brand new program, Profile by Sanford. We'll be right back with Great Day on KCWI.